Okay, welcome Mattias Norin to this chat about sustainability in the supply chain 600 seconds. So we're going to keep this quite short, but to the point. Can you tell us about what you and Sonat is doing within the field of sustainability?
Yes, I think that sustainability has become increasingly important the last couple of years. I think that we have come from greenwashing your brand to actually make a difference. It's quite obvious, and I'm glad for that because of global warming and so on. So we see that the demand for services and support within this area is increasing very much, and companies are willing to invest in this area. In general, I would say that there is a gap between the demand for solutions and the supply of solutions within this area, and we need to close that gap. But what we notice is that we are working with sustainability in some different ways. For example, when we are designing supply chains, it is increasingly important to take sustainability into consideration when designing the supply chains. So that's one aspect of it. We do a lot of purchasing of transportation solutions, and when we do that, it's more and more important to take emissions into considerations, and we see that transportation and logistics companies are developing quite well. This is a very complex question, but that's another aspect of it. Yeah. And the third one is that companies ask us to support to measure and following up on emissions and things like that. So that's quite concrete.
I spoke to a professor within sustainability and logistics the other day, and she told me that still all the transportation companies and logistics companies have a high ambition that they express in different ways when it comes to sustainability, but most of them still hasn't come that far when it comes to reducing emissions and so on. Do you share that view, or that?
Yes, I agree. But things are happening actually. If you look at the new companies, we have new technology. But this is a part of what I meant before. But that there is a gap between the demand and the supply of solutions. So I agree. But I think the pace that what is happening is increasing.
Is it difficult to measure the emissions? It has been historically to really get some clear data.
Yes, it's still difficult. What you want is to measure the real emissions, not in general terms, and it's quite complex because of the content of fuel and so on. So it's still quite a long way to go.
What would you wish for in the future, in the near future, so to speak? Because you can wish for a lot of things.
Well, if I look at the future, to improve. I'm happy that I'm in the area of supply chain management, because supply chain management, the importance of supply chain management will increase because of new business models, because of circular business models demanding new and more complex solutions, more of supply chains knowledge. So we very much look into this area and look forward to contribute to the solutions.
Would you say that there's you work a lot with e-com, and the e-com business is really booming all over the world, and certainly here in Sweden as well. Would you say that it's a paradox to work with sustainability and at the same time to facilitate e-com?
Well, this is a very complex question because there are solutions, new solutions, logistics solutions with lower emissions, and this is about returns and other things, and how do you compare shopping in stores when you take your car to go to a mall, etc. So no, I don't fully agree with that.
Thank you, Mattias Norin, for a nice discussion about sustainability and logistics.
Thank you.